Hey, we are here to rock your resolutions. 10 healthy habits to kick off 2022. And my name is Kimberly Guiry. I am a Keller Williams MAPS coach. I'm a transformational coach. And what that means is we not only coach to the production, we coach to the entire person, which often includes your health. As we get started today, we really want to help you identify what is it that you want to achieve today. Getting clear with a health and wellness goal doesn't always necessarily mean losing weight. It could be moving more. It could be eating better. It could even be imbibing less. Whatever it is that health and wellness means to you, that's what I want you specifically to focus on today. And we want to make that goal very small. So small to get an understanding of what is it specifically that you want to achieve? How will you measure it? What actions will you take that will support your goal? And how realistic is this goal for you? And by when? By when would you want to achieve the goal? So I'm just going to give you a moment or two to get clarity on what's important to you for next year in terms of your health. Again, answering the question, what do you specifically want to achieve? And by when? How will we know that you've achieved this goal? How realistic is this goal for you? Often we set these goals on January 1st, and perhaps I might be the only one in the room, yet we set these goals, and then by the end of January, we haven't committed to any of them. In fact, we've probably given up after the first 15 days, which is a trend. And what we find is that sometimes we start too big. We want to lose weight. We want to go to the gym 5 times a week. We want to see more friends. We want to take care of ourselves, and we add everything in. Instead, there's been studies that have shown that if we start really small with one step, the smallest step that you could take, just like we talk about in the one thing, what's the smallest action you could take towards your health today that's going to help you achieve that goal? And as you build momentum and consistency, then we add a second. And then we add a third. And we begin to do what's known as habit stacking. And we layer those behaviors upon and on top of each other to help you reach these goals. Now that you know what it is that you want to achieve, let's think about that for a moment. I have this goal. I want to walk 10,000 steps a day. Well, as a MAPS coach, we often ask, why is this goal important to you? How clear are you on why this goal is important to you and your health? And what's going to happen once you achieve it? What will be different? Who else in your life might benefit if you reach this goal? Is it someone special in your life? Is it a family member, your children, friends, perhaps even your team? Or maybe it's even just for you, which often is just enough. And what will change? How will your life change once you reach this goal? Now, some great steps when we visualize the outcome are creating a vision board. You can create ideas. What does this life look like for you? What does the picture of health look like for you? And be able to take these ideas and look at them, visualize them, not just in your mind, but to see them on a day-to-day basis, to have that inspiration around. What is it going to take for you to step into this picture of health that's going to support your life. So again, why is this goal important to you? And what's going to happen once you achieve it? And most importantly, how will your life change once you do? So now we've got a goal and we know what it's going to look like once we achieve it. The next step is we have to take some action behind it. Because a goal without a plan is just a wish. So this is when we start to think, who do I need on my team? Who's going to support me in my whole health goals? Who are those cheerleaders in the background? Who's your quarterback? Who's that buddy, that walking buddy? That 6 a.m. I'll go to the gym partner with you. Who's your nutrition buddy? Or even someone that you can talk to for self-care. Who's that person or people in your life that's going to help support you to get you to where you want to be? And then what steps will you take? What are the activities that are going to support this goal? Is it a fitness goal that's going to require perhaps joining a gym or being more fit, more active outside? Nutrition goals, does it require hiring a nutritionist or speaking to a dietitian? Is it self-care goals? What does self-care look like for you? Whatever that picture of health is for you, what are the activities that's going to help you create that outcome that you have visualized for yourself? And then next we have to ask ourselves, where will you make your adjustments? That could be in your time of day as to when you wake up, or better yet, when you go to bed. We know that a healthy night's sleep supports a very productive next day. What changes will you have to make in your schedule in terms of working? Are there an opportunity to work out or take a great walk during your lunch hour? Or perhaps in the afternoon when you might be prone to skip lunch? How will you self-correct? Will you pack a lunch? Will you plan ahead? These are the things that we want to start thinking about that's going to support the activities to get you to your goal. And then we ask ourselves, when will you commit the time? When will you make the time daily to focus on your one thing, you? How much time will that take each day? Is it 30 minutes, 45, 60? That choice is up to you. There is no best practice. However, there are studies that say 30 minutes a day of movement is good for your heart. It's good for your body. As coaches, we also know it's also good for your mind to keep you moving forward. So what will have to change in your schedule? And who will you have to lean on that's going to be able to help you protect that time that's for you, that you deserve? When we look at the other circles of life, when you're focusing on your health, how will this impact perhaps your spiritual life or your key relationships, your job and your business, and your finances? What does this health circle mean to you? And if you focus on this, what other changes might be possible? And as we create that plan and you look for that accountability, you also want to start to identify what might be standing in your way. You know, so many times we get started on a path and we think, I'm going to do it, I'm going to commit. And then what we find out is we slip back into some old, unserving patterns. Well, as coaches, we often ask ourselves, what is happening? What is the program that's running that might be creating that habit of not being able to stick to your goals? I would like to take you a moment to just reflect. What do you believe about your health? How do you feel about health and wellness? What do you believe is possible about your health and wellness? I trust because you're on this call today, we are looking to make a change and looking to improve our current state. What habits are keeping you from achieving your goal? And even still, in today's environment, what physical limitations exist? Perhaps you may not be able to go to the gym as you used to. Perhaps your favorite yoga studio has closed down. What other ways can you compensate when physical locations aren't an opportunity? And this is a good one. Who might distract you from your goals? Now, we might have someone in our office who's well-meaning and every Monday morning shows up with a plate full of donuts and that chocolate milk, and here we are, let's kick off our week. Or you've got that buddy who always likes to call you on the weekend, let's go grab some pizza and beer. Or perhaps it's just someone who says, you don't need to work out. You don't need to worry about that. We love everyone that's in our life that supports us and cheers us on. And often at times we have people who, even in their good meaning and good intentions, might be keeping us from what's important to ourselves. Who is that person in your life that might keep you from your health goals? And what is the conversation that might be important to have with them as you begin this new year? And we look at our patterns. What hasn't worked in the past? What haven't you enjoyed in the past? That if we were to say, let's choose something different, today we might start seeing different results. And here's a chance to get really honest with ourselves. What kept you from committing to your health in the past? Was it a mindset? Was it your body? Was it energy? Whatever the answer might be for you, as we get clear on what those obstacles are that have stood in your way, it's going to help us to recognize when they show up again, that these are distractions and deterrents from what it is that we really want. Next, we want to find your community. Now we've got our goal, we visualized the outcome, we've created a plan, and we've identified what might sabotage our goal. And now we want to bring some people in that's going to help support us. That's our community that feeds us, that cheers us on, and encourages us, even on those moments that we just feel like this is not the day that I feel like doing anything. The first level of accountability starts with ourselves. How will you hold yourself accountable to this goal? Who might you need to depend on to help support you? Your family, your friends, your team. And many market centers have wellness ambassadors. What might a relationship with someone in your market center look like who can hold you accountable to your goals? And at MAPS, we have coaches. That is our thing. That is what we do. We are here to hold you accountable to your goals and to help you step into the life of your dreams. You might want to hire a trainer, a professional trainer, a licensed trainer, someone at the gym, a private coach. There's so many different people who are skilled and knowledgeable in their areas of expertise who can support you as you go through this process. And of course, there's many groups you can join online, at your gym, in your local communities. Whatever it is specifically that you're looking for, we want to create a bunker around you that protects your time, protects your goal. And then we want to insulate that with people who also have clarity on your goal. So that way you can focus on what's important to you. And when you get distracted, the people around you that are supporting you, cheering you on, they'll be the ones that'll keep pushing you forward. And just like in business, it's really good to start tracking your progress when it comes to your health. Some things we look at is your mindset. How is your mindset today? Is it in a place that supports pouring into yourself? If not, what might have to change? Is your mindset in a really great place? Great. How do we feed off of that? How do we use that to our advantage and focus on your health? When we start with that new mindset, we get new results. Sometimes it's as simple as just writing in a daily journal. Today, my thoughts served me. Or today, I didn't feel like going to the gym. We can start to also identify patterns as to what might be creating those high motivation days and what might also be contributing to those low energetic days. Also want to look at tracking your food. There's many great apps that you can use for that. When we track our food, that's our intake. And that tells us what we're putting into our body. Are we getting the right amount of protein, fats, and carbs? Are we having too much sugar? Are there certain foods that may not be aligning with your goals? Are you having reactions? All of this can be shared and learned once we start to track our food, because that information gives us patterns. Same thing with a health journal. And that's as simple as your body metrics. It can even be as, how do I feel today? Your fitness watch and your fitness apps, those are another great way that you can track your progress. Most of them are already populated, so it takes away all the hard work. You can track your metrics in pounds, you can track it in inches, you can even do BMI. We've learned over the years, however, that pounds does not always represent weight loss. And often inches is a much better metric when you're looking to see difference and change. Another key component to track is physical workouts. What exactly are you doing? Are you doing Pilates 3 times a week? Are you running? Heavy lifting? Once you get clarity on what your workouts are, you can start to see what's impacting your body in a positive way and what may not be lending to a change. And it also tells you how far you've come. Imagine 6 months from now looking back and seeing, wow, I only walked 1 mile when I first started this journey in January. And now I'm up to 7, 10 miles a week, whatever that might be for you. It gives you an opportunity to track where you started, where you are, and how much farther you have to go to hit the goal. Oh, and here we are. We want to manage your expectations. We learned this in one thing. Gary shared with us that it takes 66 days to create a habit. We want to give ourselves the space and the grace to allow ourselves to move into this new mindset, to move into this new habit and this new way of being. If you were to start January 1st, 66 days from now, 66 days from January 1st, you would be in a different state mentally, physically, emotionally. What could be different for you? And you know, the body believes the mind. Often people will say, if you believe it, you can achieve it. The same goes for your health. If you believe that you can achieve this goal, you can achieve it. The how you get there, that's logistics. But what we believe in our mind, that's when we start to actualize what it is that we want for ourselves. And you know, forget that perfection. Focus on your progress. Perfection, I don't know about you, but to me, there is no such thing as perfection. When you focus on your progress, you have the opportunity to identify, where am I going? What needs to change? What adjustments along the way might I want to course correct? And listen to your body. Take those rest days. Go easy on yourself. This is a journey, it's a process. What got you here won't keep you here. And if you're looking to lose 25 pounds overnight, it's probably not going to happen. You'll have yourself in a state that allows you to use the time accordingly. And what that means is time block. Know it's going to take 66 days minimum to create your habit. Lean on the people around you. If your trainer says, hey, you're overtraining, trust them. If your coach tells you, hey, you might be leaning towards burnout, when's the last time you've had a vacation? Consider it. Because your body knows the score. And often our bodies will tell us things and provide us the break through illness, through sickness, and through mental fatigue. Pay attention to the signs. And transformation is not always visible by the eye. The scale can lie. It often does. You'll notice clothes might feel different, and they might not. The transformation often begins inside with how you feel, the way that you're sleeping, choices that you're making when you go out to eat. The transformation starts within, and the process manifests externally. We want to celebrate all wins. Again, that mindset. Plan to win. Decide to win. Choose to win. And create milestone markers along the way. Did you lose 5 pounds? Amazing. Did you commit to taking that Friday off for a day for yourself? Great job. Did you schedule that vacation with the family? Good for you. Identify the milestone markers that support your health and celebrate them. We also know that through daily gratitude, gratitude gets us more. What can you be thankful for? Even the smallest things, that you woke up this morning, that you were given the gift of sight, that you have legs to use, arms to use, that you have friends. There's even gratitude when you have a bad day, because wow, you get to know the difference in what a good day feels like. And find those small wins every day. And cheer for others when they win. Often the fastest way to get what you want is to help others succeed. And when you're in your support groups or with your wellness ambassadors and your market centers, with your teams and others are winning, celebrate, cheer them on. That energy is infectious. And let's admit it, you might fall off the wagon. It might happen. Chances are it probably will happen. It's okay, reset, start again. We don't quit, we just start again. And at the end of your goal, be sure that you celebrate with some form of a goal party. Whatever that looks like for you. It can be small, it can be big, it can be a trip to Mexico, whatever it is that makes you happy, celebrate it. Because you deserve to be celebrated each and every day. If you're looking for additional accountability, we also have MAPS Life's Coaches, which just launched in November. And through our MAPS Life coaching program, what that is we have coaches that focus solely on your personal health, your wellness, your mindset, key relationships. We take the business conversations out to focus on you. These are one-on-one conversations, exclusive only to our KW family. They're 90 days minimum commitment with $1,000 per month. It's open to any production level. And it consists of 12 45-minute calls over the course of those 90 days. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to maps@kw.com. You can also visit the website for life coaching. And to receive habits 9 and 10, my information's on the slide. Feel free to reach out and I will share those with you. Thank you so much for your time today. I'm here. We'll stay for another 10, 15 minutes. I answer any questions that you might have. Thank you all so much for being great MAPS clients. Any questions?
Kimberly, can you put your email back up again?
Absolutely. You know what I'll do? I'll put it in the chat. How's that, Michelle?
That would be great. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
And thank you for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Nancy, I see your question. What percentage of MAPS transformational coaching is personal versus business development? Nancy, it all depends on what the client and what we're focusing on with the client. You know, we like to use the 80-20 that we speak about so often in KW. These are only fictional numbers for this. But if we look at production coaches, focus 80% on your business, 20% on you. Transformational coaches would focus 80% on you and 20% on your business. However, again, that is not a hard, fast rule. It depends on what we're working on with the client. Any other questions? I do see some people in the chat are looking for a Peloton buddy. Joe knows Joanna. Joe, I will follow you today. I'm on Peloton, so I will definitely add you to my friends. This video will be available in our MAPS. You'll receive a link to our MAPS YouTube page where all the holiday calls are available for you to go back and listen. Oh, that's so good to hear, Kristen. Thank you. Okay. Well, if we don't have any questions, I will let you go. I hope you all have a very happy new year. And if there's anything I can support you with, if you have any questions about MAPS Life Coaching or anything at all, feel free to reach out to maps@kw.com or to Kimberly.Guiry@KW. And I'm happy to be a support system for you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year.